Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Dorinda and today is so exciting because we are doing a book haul. Now, do I need more books on my TBR? No. Did I buy more books for my TBR? Yes. In my defense, Book Outlet was having a $5 sale. I think it was like $5.99, so like maybe like a $6 sale, but I took advantage of it and I bought some books. So I'm really excited about that. I also have a couple other books. I did go to Barnes & Noble as well because I have some gift cards, so I picked up 2 books. Then I got 2 books on Amazon of series that I want to continue. So we have a lot of books to talk about, so let's get into it. So the first 2 books are books that I actually got from Barnes & Noble, and the first one, which is so exciting, is Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. I just recently read The Way of the Kings and I absolutely loved it, and it is such like a spring read, so I want to jump into the Words of Radiance as soon as possible. I do know that you have to read Warbreaker first. Like, you don't have to, but it's very much recommended, so I do want to get to that very, very soon. But just having this on my TBR is so exciting. The next book that I picked up is The Heir Apparent, and this book, if you've heard about this, I feel like it's been circling a little bit over the internet. It's a book about a girl whose grandma is the Queen of England, and she basically finds out that her grandma, I think, is falling ill, so she is next in line to be the queen and is giving Princess Diaries, and I love Princess Diaries, so I had to pick it up. Like, I just had to, and I'm so excited to read this. I definitely want to wait till I'm like in the mood to read it, but I feel like when I do read it, I'm really hoping I like it. If you have heard about this book or if you read it, please let me know what your thoughts are because I'm just very curious. I don't want to cut myself. I'm totally gonna cut myself. All right, so the next 2 books are the books that I got off Amazon, and these are series that I wanted to continue, that I had to pick up. So the first one is Frederick Bachman, Us Against You. I also just recently read Beartown, and I really wanted to continue it. I know it's like a winter time read, and I know we're kind of transitioning into the spring, so I hope I can get to this soon. If not, I mean, I'm sure it's not too big of a deal. I am really curious to see where the next books go. I feel like there wasn't necessarily like a conclusion in the first book, but I am kind of left with like, okay, how is this trilogy going to be finished? So I'm very curious, and also I really loved Frederick Bachman's writing, so I just want to read more from him as well. The next book in a series I want to continue is The Voice We Find, and this is from the Fog Harbor series. I read The Words We Lost and Reading Only Romance books for a week, and I really enjoyed it. So in this book, we are following Sophia. It says that she is a failed Broadway actress, returning to California to work at her family's winery. She takes a side job as an audiobook narrator, partnering with August. They collaborate to form a bond, overcoming grief and past traumas to find hope and love. Definitely excited about this. I know in The Words We Lost, it was very plot focused, so I'm curious to see if this is more romance focused. So I'm definitely gonna be diving into this book very soon. All right, so now on to the ones that honestly, I don't even remember what exactly I bought, but I'm really excited about. And these are all the books from Book Outlet. We got our handy dandy knife, thanks to husband. This is very loud. All right, like I said, I honestly don't remember what books I have, so I'm just literally gonna reach in here, see what I have, and it's gonna be exciting. It's like Christmas morning, opening presents. First book I have is The Perfect Couple by Ellen Hildebrand. Now, I read the Hotel Nantucket, I think that's what it's called, over the summer, and I really liked it. So I want to get into more of her books this summer, and I figured I'd pick up a couple of them. It says The Perfect Bride, The Perfect Groom, A Perfect Murder. Yeah, this seems like it's like a mystery book. Yeah, it says the perfect couple about to have the perfect wedding until a shocking discovery reveals that nothing is ever as good as it seems. This sounds very exciting. All right, next book is another Ellen Hildebrand book, and this is The Blue Bistro. Okay, so it says that we're following Adrienne. It says that she has spent the past 6 years working for hotels in exotic resort towns. This summer, she has decided to make Nantucket home. Left flat broke by her ex-boyfriend, she is desperate to earn some fast money. When the desirable Thatcher, owner of Nantucket's hottest restaurant, is the only one to offer her a job, she wonders if she can get by with no restaurant experience. So it looks like we're following maybe like a romance between her and Thatcher, but knowing Ellen Hildebrand, I definitely think there's going to be a lot of more like drama and more plot than just like a romance, but I'm really excited to get into this. It says A Summer of Secrets will change her life forever. Very excited. I feel like I don't really know much about these plot synopsises, so keep that in mind, please. The next book I have is Sandwich by Catherine Newman. I feel like this book was kind of talked about a lot last summer, and I don't really know, once again, much about it. I think it's a literary fiction book. Yeah, it says, for the past 2 decades, Rocky has looked forward to her family's yearly escape to Cape Cod. Their humble beach town rental has been the site of sweet memories, sunny days, great meals, and messes of all kind. Emotional, marital, and thanks to the cottage ancient plumbing, septic skeptic too. This year's vacation, with Rocky sandwiched between her half-grown kids and fully aging parents, promises to be just as delightful as summers past, except perhaps for Hockey's hormonal bouts of rage and melancholy. So maybe this is just like a family, maybe like a little bit of a coming of age, and it's definitely a beach read, so I'm really excited to get into this. I definitely think I've picked out some more summer reads for the summer, and I don't really have much of my TBR, so I'm excited to be stacking some more on. All right, and next book I got was Talking at Night by Claire Daverly. I feel like I heard Haley Pham talk about this a while back, and I'm pretty sure she really liked it, so I wanted to pick it up. It is a hardback, which is really nice. I got this once again, I think for like $5, which is so exciting. But this is a romance book. It says the story of Will and Rosie. The two are opposites in every way, and yet they fall for each other as teenagers. 90s music, sideways glances, sunsets, and bonfires, and talking late into the night. It's palatable and inevitable. They're on the precipice of starting something wonderful until one day tragedy strikes and any possibility of being together seems to shatter. So this sounds interesting. I like that it's in the 90s. I feel like that'll be really fun to read about. I think this might be like a literary romance, so that's always super exciting to read. Next book I have is Sword Heart by T. Kingfisher. Now this cover is so beautiful. Like, oh my goodness. I'm really liking this. I've never read a T. Kingfisher book. I've heard mixed reviews, but I am really excited to get into this. It says, Sarkis knew that the kiss was a mistake the moment he did it. He kept doing it anyway, at first because stopping a kiss so quickly offended his sense of craftsmanship, and then because it felt too good to stop. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see. It says, love is a double-edged sword. Honestly, don't really know anything else about this, but I love the cover, so I definitely probably will pick this up just because of the cover. All right, a last book that is in this box is, oh, so exciting, Billy Summers by Stephen King. Now, I read 1162, well, what is it called? Oh, no, 11/22/63, and that was my only Stephen King book, and I loved it. Like, Stephen King, obviously he's just such a well-known, well-loved cult favorite, and I feel like so silly saying it, but his writing style was so amazing. The way that he told that story was just very well done. So I want to read more of his books, but I'm not into horror. I'm not into like scary books at all. But I heard this one's good. I'm pretty sure this is about like a killer. Yeah, bad people need to pay a price, and the price should be high. Chances are, if you're a target of Billy Summers, you'll never know what hit you, and you're really getting what you deserve. So he's a killer for hire, and he's the best in the business, and he'll do the job only if the assignment is truly a bad person. So this is definitely interesting. It's giving me Dexter vibes, but not really at the same time. Like, you know how like Dexter would only kill people who were bad, but like he was a killer? But he was a serial killer. It's kind of giving those vibes, but at the same time not. I don't know. I've heard good things about it, and I want to read it, especially in the fall. I definitely think this would be a fun fall book to pick up. So very excited about this one. All right, now onto our last box. I'm kind of sad about it. Oh, this one's really heavy. Oh my gosh. Oh, where's my knife? My knife. All right, we're gonna leave it like that because I don't want to wake up my son taking a nap. All right, so first book I have is Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. Now this book I've heard so much controversy on because I think people say like the ending is just too crazy for its own good, but I'm so curious. So when I saw this on Book Outlet, I had to pick it up. I need to figure out how I feel about the ending, and I know the next book is coming out this year, so that's always fun and exciting. So this is definitely something I'm very much looking forward to very soon. The stock is gonna get too high. I already know it's probably gonna topple over. Next book is another Ellen Hildebrand book, and it's the 5-Star Weekend. This says 5 friends, 5 secrets, a vacation that will change everything. I love hearing and reading about friendships, so this is very much up my alley right now. I'm just kind of excited. I have 3 Ellen Hildebrand books to read this summer. That's really exciting. I don't know if I have any more, but super excited. I don't know, I'm kind of nervous to start another pile. I'm gonna leave it right here. The next book is The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. Now I actually have the prequel to this book and I haven't gotten into it. I don't know, I feel like because I don't have this book, I was really hesitant to start it, but now that I have it, I feel like I'm more curious to start it. I know that this is such a well-loved series. It was finished by Brandon Sanderson and I love Brandon Sanderson, so I'm very curious to read about this book. I do think it's also a TV show as well, but it says the Wheel of Time turns and ages come and pass. What was, what will be, and what is may yet fall under the shadow. Let the dragon ride again on the wind of time. Oh my gosh, is there dragons in this book? Very exciting. Very, very exciting. Yeah, it says it's on Prime Video, so super fun. All right, and next book is To the Moon and Back. Gosh, the next book is To the Moon and Back by Elena Ramash. Don't really know. Once again, such a beautiful cover. Oh my gosh, I love it. I feel like there's a common theme here. I don't really know much about these books. I just kind of picked them up because I've either heard about them or they look pretty. This one says, one young woman's relentless quest to become the first Cherokee astronaut will alter the fates of the people she loves most in this tour de force about ambition, belonging, and family. Oh, so this is like a NASA book. I did not know that. I'm guessing it's like a literary fiction. Very interesting. Very, very curious. Do you hear the owl? All right, next book I picked up is Salty by Kate Myers. And now this cover was so gorgeous, I had to pick it up. And I think I did read the plot synopsis on the website and I was like, oh, that kind of sounds interesting. But I just, like I said, I have stacked beach summer reads in this haul. Like, this is so exciting. Captain Denise is more comfortable facing down a stingray than a party guest, though she punched both in a recent memory. After spending half her life at the helm of yachts across the Caribbean, she's risen through the ranks thanks to one rule: never ever mix with the owners. Her sister Helen is a walking HR violation, one of the many reasons the two haven't seen each other in years. Recently fired after burning all of her bridges, Helen returns home to work for Denise. The clashing sisters' first chapter is for the Falcon family, shady real estate developers who mowed down Helen and Denise's childhood home to build condos, but then the latest Falcon building collapses and a dead body turns up beside it. Helen and Denise comb through the wreckage to uncover just how low the Falcons will sink in order to stay afloat before a big storm wipes out the evidence. Oh, okay. So like this is giving like a mystery book, but like sisters working together. Interesting. And like I said, the cover is just so beautiful and it's like nice. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels really nice. Oh, okay. Yep. This next book I picked up is Heat of the Everflame, which honestly, I think this might be the third book. And the reason why I picked this up, even though I haven't read the first book and I don't even own the second book, was because it was on sale for like $5. And I know that this is an expensive hardback. This is $31. So I knew, I was like, I'm going to pick it up because I'm probably going to read The Spark of the Everflame soon. It is on my 26 and 2026. So I figured to be smart. You know, like this purchase to me was a smart purchase. So excited about this, even though I can't read it for a long time. And oh my gosh, it's hefty. Like this is kind of hurting my hand. Oh, we're gonna have to like hold that up. All right, next book is Finding Grace by Roletta Rothschild. I don't really know. All I know is that Jamie Folk read this and she was baffled by this book and I was so intrigued. I heard that like the plot synopsis isn't even what necessarily the book is about, so I'm not even gonna read it to you. All I know is that it baffled Jamie, so I want to be baffled too. And the cover is very intriguing. Very intriguing. So scared for this pile. Okay guys, we have 3 more books, okay? We have 3 more books. Next book is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Now, I was very much debating reading this book, but then when I saw it on sale, I was like, oh, I'll pick it up. And now I kind of don't know how I feel about it. I just saw a video of someone talking about all the worst books that they read in 2025, and this was on the list, and I was cackling because of how he was talking about how bad this book was. And now I'm kind of sad because I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I read about it. And I know there's like a bunch of controversy, like some people really don't like this book. I was really curious because of the whole plot line of like the Alzheimer's, which that runs in my family, so I do really enjoy when books talk about that. Like I love the devastatingness of it. I don't know if that's weird, but I do. I'm curious to read it. I have a hit or miss with Abby Jimenez. I think I've only really liked Yours Truly and Just for the Summer. All the other books I haven't liked that I've read from her, so we'll see how I feel about this book. Like I said, it was $5, so might as well buy it. I don't know, maybe that's not good. Maybe that's not good. But I did. It's here, so oh my gosh, this is so exciting. The next book I bought was My Friends by Frederick Bachman. Now, when I bought this, I had not read a Frederick Bachman book, but after reading Beartown, I'm like kind of obsessed with his writing. So I'm so excited to read this. This is really exciting that I got this. Thank you, old past Dorinda, for buying this for me. All right, guys, and now on to our last book, sadly, is The Love Haters by Catherine Senner. Now, I love Catherine Senner. Like, she is my favorite romance author, and I have yet to pick up this book. And so when I saw it on sale, I had to pick it up. And once again, it's definitely a summer book. definitely a summer read, so I'm excited about it. So guys, that is all the books that I got on my recent book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have read any of these books, please let me know what your thoughts are. I'm very, very curious, but we are going to be adding these to our TBRs, so stay tuned for our April TBR video because we have a lot more books that we are going to be able to pick from. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.